Warning, the following may contain a dread gazebo. Join fantasy authors Phil Tucker, Timandra Whitecastle, David Benem, Benedict Patrick, and Josiah Bancroft as they roll dice and take on the bad guys in a game of Dungeons and Dragons. 5 authors, 5 worlds, 1 adventure. It's time to get crit-faced. Previously on Crit-Faced, the attack on the vampire nest continues. One of the trio appears to have been dealt with, having been thrown out of the building. However, one of the remaining vampires has grabbed a hold of Lord Talfryn and is preparing to feed.
Top of the round, guys, it's the vampire's turn. One vampire has been thrown out the window, so we don't know what's happening with her. One vampire has a beard, but also he's taken radiant damage, so he does not heal. Unfortunately, the one who is currently grappling with Lord Talfryn does...
Tangoing.
Yeah, and you can see that she is back to pretty good shape after the healing has taken place. So she is grappling you. She is going to try to bite you.
I taste awful.
So she... Sorry?
It tastes awful.
You taste awful. Well, she's about to find out because she got 23 versus your AC. So
that's more than double my AC.
I imagine you get hit with 6 piercing damage as well as 7 necrotic damage as she feeds on your soul. And actually, that 7 necrotic damage heals her back to full health. So she gets healed by drinking your blood. So, yeah, she's in good shape.
Alfred is not.
No, I can imagine that. Beardy guy, now the crown of madness is up upon him. I know we've lost Josiah in the group, but the crown of madness doesn't actually work because he doesn't have anyone in melee range for Josiah to redirect him to attack. He's getting a wee bit freaked out, however. He was expecting himself to heal again, and obviously he's not. So he is... going to rush over to Kellen, because Kellen, you are in the way of the exit because you're standing in the hole in the wall that you threw his companion through, and Beardy Dude is going to take a slash at you, and I imagine that's quite effective for 23 versus AC.
That'll hit,
and so he'll hit you for 8 slashing damage. He'll also attack you for another 16 versus AC, which I think you said hits again.
Yeah,
so that's another 8 slashing damage. So that is the end of the round from the 2 vampires. Guys, you do, however, hear shouts from outside of the building through the hole in the wall.
Understandable, really.
Yeah, so there are cries from outside. But other than that, you can't make out anything distinct. Master Sonna, it's your turn. You're standing with Jean. Over in the sort of western part of the room. Kellen is being attacked by a vampire up in the hole in the wall. Lord Talfryn is grappling with a vampire pretty close to you guys as well. What's your plan? Beardy is on Kellen at the moment.
So, and he's taken the most...
he's definitely... the other one is basically fully healed. Beardy isn't in good shape at all, and you can see he's freaking out.
I will attack the bearded guy. 14.
14 versus AC. Well, listen. I'm not. Before I tell you if you hit or not, are you interested in using the inspiration that your bard gave you earlier?
Oh yeah, that's right. What do I have to do then?
You can just roll an extra d6 and you add that to your roll.
Okay, d6.
Now, you don't have to do it.
No, I definitely want to do it. And I'm up to 17.
Yeah, so 17 versus AC will hit. That was with Jean's inspiration.
Okay.
So that's it used up, by the way. For I think Lord Talfryn, that's what you're going to ask. That bardic inspiration is just a one use shebang.
Thing. Okay.
So you hit. How much damage do you hit him for?
All right. Hang on. For 6 radiant damage.
Okay, he screams again. Slightly higher pitch than you would expect from someone of his build. Is that the end of your turn?
No, I'm going to use my third chi point and do the same thing again.
Okay.
This time without the bardic inspiration, I guess.
Yep.
That's a shame.
Oh, but this is good because I just rolled a 19 and plus 6 is
well done.
25.
Okay, how much damage you hit him for there?
Okay, that's 7.
That's 7. Awesome. Right.
7
He is looking in
radiant damage.
really, really bad shape at the moment, actually. Not in a good place at all. Is that the end of your turn now?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, you can see he's starting to almost like decompose a bit in front of you. It's almost more zombie-like than you've seen with these vampires. And Kellen, it's your turn. So you got this vampire seems to be falling apart in front of you. What's your plan?
I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
Kill it.
Oh, I'm not going to kill it with the first attack. 8.
No, you will not kill it with the first attack.
Ooh, that'll get it. 20.
20. Was that a natural 20?
Oh, wait, no, 22. 22.
Okay, 22. Definitely hits. You want to roll your damage?
$10.
10 damage. So you slash across it with your 10 damage. However, of course, some of that heals, and unfortunately it was not enough to kill it. So it heals some of that damage almost straight away. So again, this guy is in terrible shape, but he is still in shape enough to deal damage to you guys shortly. Is that the end of your turn, Kellen?
That is it.
Right, Jean, it's your turn. We've got Lord Talfryn
Kill
grappling
it.
with his vampire, and then Kellen with his falling apart vampire.
Yes. Well, I feel that. Yes, I don't really expeditious retreat, run away, poop myself. I think that I can only do dissonant whisper at this point. Is my only attack. But before that, does anyone like to hear a bardic inspiration? Anyone interested in being inspired? Anyone? No? Okay. Well, I'll sing it to myself. Can I inspire myself? Is it a possibility?
I do not know. I don't think you can. I'll check that for you.
No, my life experience says you cannot. You can only inspire others, and that is what it means to be a teacher. So yes, I will inspire Lord Talfryn.
It has to be other than yourself.
Okay, yes, I will inspire Lord Talfryn with a rude ditty that I learned in a very seedy place, a new babble, and then we will move on to my cutting words. Yes. Okay. Dissonant whisper. Dissonant whisper.
Who are you casting this on?
My favorite bearded fellow.
Yes.
Yes.
What does dissonant whispers do?
Well, it makes him feel poorly about himself and his life choices, and he should have stayed in college. He's gone to community college. At higher, let's see, wisdom save, 3d6 psychic damage.
What? That's nuts. Okay.
Yes, I got that wrong last time.
I think this is the first time you've used it. I don't think we've heard this one before.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Okay, so he gets a critical failure on resisting your dissonant whispers. He's obviously in such a bad place that he just has no chance. So would you like to roll your psychic damage?
Before I do this, your mother wanted a daughter. Here we go. It's a 6.
Yeah,
a 6. That's
8. You said 3d, or are you just multiplying it?
Yeah, well, I think
you roll 3 times. And then
it's 6 plus 2 plus 1. So that's a number.
Okay. Would you like to describe what this looks like as this vampire is killed by the dissonant whispers?
Yes.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would. He burst into flames that one can only describe as embarrassed. They're sort of what would kind of gutter forth from a dying candle, and he crumples to the ground in a state of just bones and dust, really.
Okay, so that happens, and the other vampire, the remaining female vampire in the room, gives a loud hiss as she sees this. She's obviously the one who's still grappling with Lord Talfryn, and she says to you all, "You will regret this. The master shall hear of you." As you do that, guys, the noises from outside get louder as well, and you realise that the noises that are outside continue, but you can also hear noises downstairs in the ground floor of the building that you're in. And we'll move on to Lord Talfryn's turn. Lord Talfryn, there's only one vampire left, but she's got you. She's eating you at the moment, actually. So what's your plan?
She's eating me. Disadvantage. Firebolt to the face.
Okay.
17 or a 13. Those are both good rolls. But I have to add my bonus.
Yes.
So that's right. So it's a 23 or a 19.
Okay, the 19 still hits. So
she takes 10 fire damage.
Yeah. Excellent. And
to the face.
Yes, that was extremely effective. Her face is on fire. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yes, I try and wiggle out, but they fail.
Yeah. Okay, it's her turn. She heals, and you can see straight away that she's healing the damage that you have caused her. She lets go of you and shoves you away, but not out of melee range. She just wants to be able to get a chance to swipe at you again with her claws. So her first claw attack is 12 versus AC.
That hits.
For 8 slashing damage. And she'll slash at you again for 23 versus AC. That's another 8 slashing damage.
That's problematic.
Why is that problematic?
I think I'm dead.
Okay, so
No!
Lord Talfryn crumples to the ground in a burning heap, and she looks at the remaining 3 of you, and she hisses at you again, and she says, "The master will not stand for this insolence for much longer. Keep testing him like this, and he will break you." And it's on to Master Sunna's turn.
Master Sunna says, well, flee from this city right now, and maybe you will not die.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Do you want to do a persuasion check?
I can do. Three?
No.
I'm very persuasive.
She does not seem to be convinced by that.
Well, then let me sunbolt her then.
Okay.
That's more persuasive.
Yes. Okay, that looks good. 24.
Okay. 24 will definitely hit.
And that's 6.
Okay, 6 radiant damage.
Radiant damage.
Yeah, remind us again, what does that look like when it hits her?
So there's like a bolt of pure white light shooting out of the palm of my hand into her face.
Mm-hmm. So she screams again. You're very effective at making vampires scream, it seems. Is that the end of your turn?
I only have one more point, and I don't know how long this is going to take. So, actually, I know it's not going to be that helpful, but can I jump over to where she's standing and give her a kick in the back or something?
So you've done a ranged attack already, so you could jump over to her, but are you allowed to do a bonus action as a melee attack if you've not done a melee attack to begin with?
That is a very good question.
Again, not.
No, I don't think so.
A monk expert, but I think it was a follow-up to a melee attack. It had to be for you. So
yeah,
I think your extra sunbolt is a.
Then that's probably it.
Let's see, flurry of blows. Well, it's like that's a key point anyway. As to
exactly.
So,
no, I think the regular unarmed bonus action is
just a one-off.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Whenever you use it has to be a melee. Yeah, an unarmed strike or monk weapon. So you can't unfortunately do that. So you're just gonna leave it.
Yep, I'm just going to stay where I am then.
There we are. Okay. Kellen, it's your turn. You're obviously a wee bit of a distance away from this vampire who's just standing over the fallen form of Lord Talfryn.
How far?
About 20 feet from you. So well within movement.
Can I move and still use a bonus action?
Totally, yeah.
So I can attack twice?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Do it.
For Lord Talfryn! And I'm doing reckless attack again.
Okay.
Oh, wait, let me make sure I'm not cheating. Yeah, it doesn't say I can't do it.
No, I think you're totally fine. Yeah.
All right. Oh, well, the first one was 22. Just in case, 21.
Okay.
22. All right, and then damage is 16.
16. Excellent. Well done. Again, as normal, so not as much damage as you would expect, but just from the vampire's natural resistance to weapon attacks, it seems. Is that the end of your turn, Kellen?
I get another attack.
Okay. Bless you, dishonest.
14.
14 will not hit.
Ah!
So just goes wild. The rage is obviously overtaking you. Jean, it's your turn.
Alright, so I think I have one level 1 spell left. I will use Dissonant Whisper, but or I could use Healing Word. So, should I raise our fallen comrade, or should I kill the beast? What do we think?
Kill him.
Do you have any level 2?
Thank you.
Jean, do you have any?
I think we still have time to save Jean.
Do you have any level 2?
I'm Jean. Okay. Yes, I will use Dissonant Whisper then. We've all agreed. Okay.
Breaking up a wee bit.
I cast Dissonant Whisper.
Excellent. So she needs to take a wisdom save. Is that correct?
That's correct.
She gets 18, and that works.
She's a terrible person.
I
can still say. Oh my
gosh. Does Dissonant Whisper do any damage on a resistance? Sometimes they do.
On a resistance?
Sometimes they do half damage if she succeeds in her save. Does it not say that?
I told you.
Sure, it does. It does not say that. But can I use my bardic inspiration before I go?
Yeah.
Oh, cutting words. I could at third level. You can use cutting words with something to make someone feel bad about themselves.
So it's cutting words. That cutting words is you basically giving the inspiration to the vampire, but it's taken away from her dice roll.
Okay. Let's do that.
Here we go. Listen, I've got your Dissonant Whispers. On a successful save, the target still takes half as much damage. So roll your 3d6, but only half of that damage is dealt to the vampire. So it still works.
Okay. 4, 2, 9.
Okay. And we round up, so it's 5 damage that it takes. Okay. So you still get it.
And then cutting words. Yes.
And then cutting words on it as well. So
yes.
You get to
cutting words. Your friends make plans without you and then lie about it.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Now, do you have any spell slots left at all?
Oh, I have cantrips and I can make snacks.
No. Okay, that's good. Lord Talfryn, you are dying. You need to take a death saving throw. So if you roll a d20.
All right. That is a 7.
That is bad. That is a failure. You are slipping towards the void. 2 more of those.
I am 2 steps towards the void now.
2 more of those and you are permanently dead.
Nope. 1 more.
Why is that?
Because I took damage while I was at 0 hit points, which counts as a death saving throw failure.
No. The first attack that gets you to 0
right.
doesn't count.
The second...
So.
No, but the second slashing attack dropped.
Are you trying to leave us? You're
nice.
arguing for. Oh my god.
I'm at. So that second one.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. So the vampire.
Things are looking grim on the Lord Talfryn front.
I should have used the Song of Rest.
Lord Talfryn, at the end of that round, you hear the noises from downstairs move up the stairs, and bursting into the room come 2 armed guards.
Nay, the cavalry
with spears leveled at the vampire. So it's the vampire's turn, and then just sort of shouting, "Hey, you! Stop there!" And the vampire. Again, start of her turn, you can see that she's trying to heal herself the way that she's used to, but because she's being blasted by this radiant damage from Master Sunna, she's unable to. So she hisses at you again, Kellen in particular, who's in her face, and she says, "The Master will hear of this." So she uses her action to disengage from you, Kellen, and she sort of ducks under you instead of attacking, and then she runs and leaps out of the hole in the wall that you guys have left unguarded, and she goes out into the night. So,
come on!
We are
Good riddance.
We're ending the combat. We're ending the combat there. However, the armed guards, you can see that they've seen some action. One of them has got a horrible gash across the right side of his face. Could possibly already have lost an eye because of that. They're followed by a few more guards, and they come up leveling spears at you guys. And they say, "Right, drop your weapons now, and this will all be over."
Us?
Absolutely. Drop your weapons.
I'm not dropping my weapon. This is a concertina, sir. It's an instrument. It's an heirloom. I might set it down gently.
We've got a building on fire. 2 guard men are dead. Drop your weapons. You're coming with us.
We do have a friend who's quite dead. Can we maybe heal him first and then, come with you?
So the guards, you can see at least 2 of them are quite shaken, and they're not too sure what to do. They don't seem to have a commanding officer there. One of them sort of looks around a wee bit and says, "Put your weapons on the floor, and you can have a couple of minutes to see to your comrade. But then I'm going to need you to carry him down."
Okay, so I just want to review very quickly. We can heal our friend, but then we have to leave our weapons in a burning building. Is that what you're saying?
No, we'll take the weapons.
Okay, you'll take the weapons.
Oh no, you won't.
That's what I think too. I mean, I don't think that's. We should leave the burning building first, though. I think that's true.
I think Lord Talfryn dies during all this conversation.
Kellen, grab him and let's vacate the burning house. Let's go.
Okay.
With our weapons in our possession.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't like. We've dealt with this before. I'm not a big fan of death saves outside of combat. So because you guys have the time to tend to Lord Talfryn, I'm going to say that you are able to stabilize him back to 0. So you're still unconscious, but you are no longer dying. So what's the plan with the dropping of the weapons, guys?
We're not doing it.
We will not drop our weapons. We will come with the guards, but we will not surrender our weapons, which we have just used to defend this town and its citizens of dangerous vampires.
And the guards, again, they don't seem... Well, would you like to take a persuasion check on that one?
No, I'm crap at persuasion.
No.
Do I have to... Can I add something? Okay, yeah, okay, 12.
Okay. So the lead guard, a guy with a sort of very dubious goatee, looks uncertain. He says, "Well, I'll be telling the Baron that you've been resisting arrest, but you're going to come and talk to him straight away." And I think we will end the session there.
Yeah.
Yay, we survived!
Did we? Did
Well, mostly.
Honestly, I think we're still kicking. Well, I'm flopping, but the rest of you are kicking.
Yeah, well...
I thought things were looking
really
pretty grim there.
Yeah.
Well, in fairness, though, I mean, you achieved the death of a vampire, but 2 did get away.
Yeah.
into the tower.
Yeah,
Two guardsmen are dead.
Yeah.
It's always nice.
Hooray!
Crit Faced is a weekly Dungeons and Dragons podcast. To make sure you never miss an episode, and to get an exclusive prequel episode of the podcast where you can find out what our characters were up to before this adventure began, head over to critfacedpodcasts.com and join our Crit Faced fan group.